Hey everyone! I'm just sharing out the live to my various places real quick. I'm a little early. How's everyone doing? Yeah! There we go! Hello! Hello! Hey, yeah! Yeah! There we go. We got some people in here now. We're about to start here pretty soon. How y'all doing? We are about to basically sand and print this right now. I see myself. We're about to sand and print this right now. I mean, not print. I'm sorry, sand and do some glaze putty on this right now. I've already sanded it. Basically, I'm going to take some acid, some 120 grit, which I can't find right now, but I have to tell. And I'm going to take some here in this thing here, roll it around, and paint it on here. Now, one thing I want to say is after you sand, you would want to kind of like give it a nice little brush here with a little airbrush thing. Not airbrush, with a little paint thing right now, just to get some of those dust away. You can also use a toothbrush. If you can hear me, please say I can hear you. You also want to use a toothbrush as well, just to really get away some of that dust. Okay. So I'm going to mix this stuff off the camera because I don't want YouTube to yell at me and stuff right there. But it's basically half and half of Bondo and acetone. You put a lot in there. Alright, how's everyone doing today? Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from. Where you're from. I think everybody's been waiting on this because everybody popped in right away. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. And basically, I'm just gonna mix that in there to like a little mess. Probably put a little bit more Bondo in there to thicken it up a little bit more. We'll see. But that's basically what I'm doing. Just some acetone and some Bondo is basically what I'm doing. And it's like a nice, good consistency too. And I'm just using a paintbrush I had a while ago. So this is a little bit watery for me. So I'm going to put a little bit more Bondo in there. A little bit more Bondo. If you got any questions, go ahead and post them in the chat. Also, give me a like. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Help me with this channel as much as you can. Alright, put some more Bondo in there. Put some more in there. Just like so. Still a little runny for me, but I think we should be fine with that. And safety tip, make sure you're wearing this. I have a window that's open. I have gloves on. I'm fully suited up. And then I'm about to put my glasses on here too. So, just for protection, right? Just for protection. So I'm going to put this right here. Right here. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to just take a little, I like this little paintbrush. I like this little paintbrush, a little cheap little paintbrush I got from Harbor Freight. And I'm just going to paint this on. Nicely paint it on. Look at this. And it's already, it looks pretty good already with just the first layer. So we're just going to just nicely paint this on here. Yeah, just make sure you get all the spaces. Now remember, this dries pretty quickly. So So we'll probably be hitting this with 220 here pretty soon. And I just want to get the whole mask, the whole thing, just like so. Just like so. Again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. I plan on be doing this for a while here. We're just gonna nicely, lather it on. Just put it on there, nice and smooth, nice and smooth, just like so. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. There you go. Yeah, look at that. That came out pretty good. It's drying up really quick too. So you gotta work really fast with this stuff. You gotta work like instantly fast. So we're gonna do that. Drip in here, brush. And if you like, I love my lo-fi, as you can tell. You hear it in the background. So I'm like quickly putting this on here as fast as possible because this stuff dries real quick. Real quick. Uh-oh, almost dropped it. Alright. So that's nice and lathered up right there. So now, while that's drying, I'm gonna look for what I did with my other thing. Put this to the side. Look, it's almost halfway dry now. A little cleanup right there. Sorry. A little cleanup, little blemishes. It's fine. We'll get all that with the sanding process of it as well. So now we are going to actually sand. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this part right here. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. So I'm already loaded with 220 on the sander now. So this is going to be loud. For those who don't like loud noises, I highly recommend that you turn your volume down. So I'm taking the sander and just going. said that was a lot. So then, oh, I got Bondo all over my toothbrush. Oh well. Then I'll just go in and just get some of that dust off. Really get some of that dust off. Get some of that dust off here. And then, like, you can tell where you sanded and where you didn't sand it, because this is like a little bit darker and this is like real dusty as well. So what I'm going to do is we gotta work pretty fast here, because remember, we still got our mixture here that we're working on, so working pretty fast on this one. For these corners like this, what I typically do is take this brush, little art brush I got at Walmart, and just quickly brush it down. Wipe it down with my hand as well. Whew. Gotta sneeze. Be right back. It's kind of funny. I'm wearing a dust mask. I'm literally wearing a dust mask, and I still have to sneeze. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna go back in. Alright, we did all that sanding. It is hot. It is super hot. I have the air on and like I'm over here sweating bullets. But anyway, we really got this sand. I love this Polymaker. This Polymaker is the cosplay version A. Alright, so we just did the first layer of sanding with 220. And I mean, like, if you really can hear what's going on, the sound, I mean, like, not the sound, but the print is pretty smooth. I mean, it's already smooth within itself, but it's, you know, like, you get that first 220 grit down and it's already smooth that way. So, and it's kind of, the other thing I like about it is that you can tell where you sanded, and I mean, like, where you sanded here and where you didn't sand. Like, so right here I didn't get too well, or right there I didn't get too well, but I got the whole thing covered pretty nice. So that's what I do like about this particular print. Alright, so again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Also, can I please get a like as well? Let me switch over. So yeah, so that's how I've been doing it so far. And thank you for the likes, everyone. I really do appreciate it for those that did like. Um, so now I'm gonna let this rest a little bit because when you sand, your print tend to heat up. So I like to go back and forth between the two of sanding and print, putting that down for a little bit, and tackling the other thing that I just did. Now this, I don't know if it was dry or not because I don't know if that was on my hand. Yeah, this is basically dry now. So I'm gonna take my same sander, and as you can tell, it's not filled yet because when you're sanding, it's basically filling the grit. I've sanded that piece and this piece so far, and my grit is not filled. And I'm gonna take the 220 again, and with the 220, I'm going in and sanding it down. One thing I want to do first before I do that, my printer door just flew open, so I want to close that really quick. Alright, so now I'm back to sanding. So now that we have like sanded that first layer, and I kind of did a little oopsie here. So the quickest fix, when I did that little, because I did a little oopsie, I have a little fix here. You just get some more Bondo, alright, and you just stick it there. Literally just stick it there. And that, see, just fixes it. That happens, just stick it there. Alright, now, again, We just hit it with 220. We just hit it with 220, and all we did was just sand it down a couple of times. And if you can hear my glove, so this is not sanded. You hear that, that sound? And then this is sanded here. And like you can hear how smooth it is right now as we speak. I think I'm done with the power sander for right now. I'm gonna let that little piece right there kind of heal up a little bit before I go back and then hit it with a hand sander, because I have a sponge. And hit it with a sponge and hit it with 220, not 220, 320 grit. Sand it down a little bit more. And then that will be the end. Like once we get this one, like this done, and then that one done, that'll be the end of this live. And then I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna go outside, set up outside, and then go back in, or come back live, and show you how I prime it. Okay? Sounds like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan. So. You might want to, no, that's fine. This is what the inside looks like. I don't care right now what the inside looks like because I'm not going to be wearing this one. And not a lot of people are going to see it. So really don't care what that looks like. Yeah, I could have took my time a little bit more. And really make sure it did not get in there. But again, people are not going to see the inside. So yeah, I might put it, you know what, I'm going to put a little bit of my Bondo mix right here. On the edges here. I'm going to put a, right there on the edges. Right there. Come back and redo these edges. Best to do it now while you're thinking about it, and when I say I might just do it right away. So I'm just gonna go in and really do the edges of it. So what my intentions was I was going to like shoot a whole video and edit it and stuff like that and blah 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 blah. But I find this a lot better. I get to talk to you all. Even though you don't talk. I get to talk to you. I get to say, hey, this is what I'm actually experiencing. Here is the actual things. You're not seeing nothing that is, and no shade to anyone that is doing this and they recorded and all this and that. No, I mean, that's perfect. I personally like to show my community members what I'm going through at that particular time. Because I'm just going to clean that up because it drips. Well, don't worry. We'll get that with Sam. Because, I mean, I want to grow with you guys. This is my, like, I want to say, like, really my first time actually doing a full suit like this. I've done some helmets, but they were just print, just mostly print, and then I ship them. Never really painted them. So, now we have this on, and we got the edges and everything. Like I said, what I do is I go back and forth between the two, allowing one of them to dry and the other one to not. So now we're going to put that down, and we're going to come back to here. We're going to look at it. Now if you can't do this, if you can't multitask like me, please don't. Do it at your own speed, okay? The reason why I can do this is because I just like doing multiple things at once. That's just who I am. But if you just need to focus on that one thing, that is perfectly fine. Focus on that one thing, okay? All right. So now we are back here, and I know that I missed this kind of area of sanding there, this area of sanding, and a little bit over here. So we're gonna resand this again. I'm not worried too much about these magnet things. Again, this is to be seen, not to be worn. So people are not gonna see this part anyway. So that doesn't matter to me. So I'm gonna go back in. Actually, let's do it this way. I'm going to change my pad. I'm going to change my pad. As soon as I find it. Change my pad. I'm going to put a clean pad on. Because I hit this one with Bondo, I don't want to affect this one just yet. Now again, this is just a personal preference. If you want to go back and forth with the same pad, that's up to you. It's totally up to you, and it's fine. It's your stuff, okay? So put that bad boy on there. These gloves are getting some work in. Put that bad boy in there, and we're going to go back in. I just thought about it when I was sitting here. Yeah, I can prime it, but primer takes about a day to cure, so I won't be able to get that to you guys today. I'll show you how I sand and prime. Oh well, that'll be tomorrow's live, right? Tomorrow's live. I'll just prime it tonight, and then when I go live tomorrow, we can do some more sanding and stuff. So I'm going to take this and just wipe it off. And then go in here, wipe that off as well. Well, brush it off, I should say. Looks like we're going to have to focus a little bit more on this area when it comes down to sanding, because this is where the supports was. So it looks like we got some blemishes here that we kind of really need to work on. I think we can work on it with a little bit of sanding, a little bit more sanding, and then put some putty on it. And now that I'm feeling it, we probably can do that now. We can do that putty now. So again, you want to get some Bondo, a little bit. A little goes a long way, remember that. And just rub it on there like so. I call it the red magic of the red. I call it the red fixer-upper is what I really call it, the red fixer-upper, because it really, really fixes up. Take a little bit of that, put that there. straight Bondo on it. Smooth it all around. The more you work on it now, the better your end process will be. So, again, I'm coming in, and then I'm just doing this. Just cleaning it up. Because, so what happened right here is this is where the supports were. And so when I ripped off the supports, it kind of damaged the helmet as well. But that's okay, you know. That's why man-made Bondo. Man-made Bondo. Alright, and then, because it has this little crease here, I'll just go in with that little guy. Pick it out. Just pick it out like so. So now we put that Bondo in. Can use a little bit more right there. So this cap. Clean this little thing out. Work a little bit more on that. It's the hair of the Bondo. It's right there. Just clean that up right there. And then come in. Kind of curve it out. So you don't lose that detail. Now if you're fine losing that detail, you can leave it there. But if you don't want to lose that detail, you really want to carve that out. Pretty much. It is burning hot in this thing. I am hot. So I try to get in and get out of this thing as soon as possible. And typically I'm out by now, but because I'm recording this live, that's why I'm in here, in this, still in this scene. So yeah. I don't think we have any real more blemishes. Probably right there, but we'll get that when we fully paint the whole thing down. Still got a little bit of support material left in there, so just nicely pick that out. Get that out of there. Alright. So we got all that. That looks good. That looks good so far. I think we're going to do a little bit more 220. Just a little bit right there. Clean that out some more. You don't want that drying up in there. You don't want that drying up in there. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it. Whew. Again, I'm hot. Super hot. Super hot. Always keep the thing of water, because this process. I think it's because I'm talking is why I'm really drying out really quickly and whatnot. So I'm gonna put that cap back on here. Put that out of the way. Yeah. So. Now remember, the smoother it is, the better it looks. So really take your time. But because this is the PLA from Polymaker, we're not we don't have to sand as much, which is pretty cool. I mean, I do like that about this. Um, I haven't really sanded as much. The only sanding that I've done on this particular one is what you've seen so far. So, if you, I mean, if you like it, I mean, that's the selling point right there. It's like, wow, she didn't do much. And it's like really smooth right now as we speak. Okay? So, I'm going to take a little paintbrush here and then just go over everything with it. Just go over everything. Alright. And if you got any questions about my process and what I'm doing, go ahead and feel free to send them, you know, put them in the chat. I am watching the chat here. It's right here in front of me. As I'm listening to my lo-fi music, which I need to turn back up because I don't hear it. Again, we're just lathering it down. Uh-oh. The Bondo makes it starting to dry up in the case. So let's try to hurry up and move that now. It's drying up now. I'm also gonna tell everybody, like, what I'm telling everybody is, make sure you are fully safe about this. I have an open window. Not only do I have the open window, not only do I have the open window, I have on gloves. I have on a face mask. I just took my glasses off because they got foggy, but normally I'm wearing glasses. I have on long sleeves, like a lab coat to kind of protect myself, you know. Safety is always first when it comes to this. Now, what you do in your home is your business. But I don't want you coming back and say, well, Ashley didn't say to be nice and all this and that and blah, 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 blah. No. Okay? I said, protect yourself. Do all the necessary things you need to do to protect yourself. Okay? That's what I said. Alright. So now we got that cleared up. Let's go back to this. My Bondo is starting to dry up here. So I need to paint a little bit faster. Now, typically people would tell you for this particular part, you probably wanted to airbrush it. I don't have an airbrush kit. So, we're going to just get in. I mean, it's just the crevices. I'm not worried about the crevices too much. Okay? I am lathering this stuff on here. Like, literally. Like, I am literally painting this on here. Now, there's multiple ways that you can do this. You can just spot putty. You can do all that. And this and that. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to put Bondo on it. It's a lot easier just to put the whole thing on there. But I was pretty happy that I didn't have to sand so much of the actual PLA stuff, or cosplay, I should say, because this stuff, I would not be here by now. I would be still sanding every 10 minutes. Literally, every 10 minutes. Oh, I think I'm standing around, my back hurts. Alright, so now, take my sanding off and put my Bondo one back on. Be careful, because like those things. Now, okay. So we came back, we did the edges on this one. We put some Bondo here and here because we did the edges. Alright. So now with that, we're gonna sand this one more time. Actually, I don't think no. I think I'm gonna hit this with 320. Let me go get my sponge real quick. Sorry about that. I thought I had the sponge in here, and I guess I didn't. Alright, so now, hey Jennifer girl, how's it going? So we're gonna hit it with some 520, okay? So as soon as I know how to open this thing. And then, okay, so this is what I did. Go here, and I just rip. Okay. Nothing fancy. Just rip it. Rip it good. Rip it good. Alright. Hold on to it like this. Nice and tight. Alright, flip it around. Boom. You have a sanding sponge, okay? So now I'm going to come in and just really get to it. This is a little wet on the edges, so I'm not going to touch those. But the face shield, that's still dry. Alright, so I see how I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do things like this in the morning, and then overnight I'm going to have the lo-fi printing for those who still want to watch the printing part of it. But I will go live. Follow me through this journey of me doing this. And then I also, after the live is over, what I also do is I will put it back up on the playlist, uncut, unedited. Just put it back up there for like a video on demand sort of situation for you all. If you were all here last night, guess what I'm still printing? That orange dragon. It is still going. I thought it would be done by now. Nope. It is still going. I think it's almost done. It's printing the wings now. And I just like going in like circles. I like circles better. think it's more of a me thing that just like circles. Try not to focus on one area too long. Just go in circles all the way around. That way it doesn't heat up too much. Alright. So I want to go in, take one of my little picker things, and carve out that detail. Be very careful because these things are super sharp. Super, super sharp. Carve out the detail. Nice and slow. Take your time. There's no rush. Go with the flow of the music you're playing. Unless you're playing trap music, then don't do that. Because, you know, Megan would have you be like, body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Don't do that. Put on some lo-fi music. And just take your time with it. Alright? Be safe, not sorry. Again, just ease it along. Clean it up. Take your time. Don't stab yourself and end up in the hospital. Alright. Alright, now, this thing is super smooth. Just like it is. Just like it is. But I can't tell you anything if we're done or not until after we put the filler primer in there. And then the filler primer will let you know all the other stuff you're waiting on, or that you miss. I mean, Bondo doesn't really tell you much. It just helps fill in some more of those gaps. But that filler primer, I call it snitching filler primer, because that's what it does. It snitches. It literally snitches. Because it tells you like all the blemishes you miss, all the thick layer lines. It's a snitching little thing. Alright. So we are done with this for now. I was gonna go live to spray, but I think a storm just came in, or it's on its way in, so I can't go outside to spray today. But I will, I'll probably post a short about it. Yeah, that's what I do. I'll post a short about it. Alright, so that is done. I'm going to take that out there. Clean up my little mess here. Put that inside there. Clean that up. That's good. Put there. Alright. So, it was already drying up right now at the beginning. I'm still going to let it dry a little bit more. But what I'm going to do is come in and try to pick out. Yeah, it's still super wet because this is easy to go through. Try to go through and get those things in. At least this side is still wet. Look, see? Look at that. Found a support right there. Get out of there, you support. Huh. Well, guess what my printer didn't do? It didn't glue that together. It didn't print that together too well, did it? Right, again, take your time with this. It's not a rush. It's not a race. Not a rush, not a race. this part is a little drier. Yeah, we're just clearing out the crevices. And the reason why I'm cleaning out the crevices is I don't want them too, I don't want them too thick or like just flesh with the paint and stuff. I really want to give it some definition. So that's the reason why we're spending the time in cleaning this out now. I think we're going to just throw some super glue down there. Girl, look at that live, girl. Look at that live, girl. Alright, so again, we're in here and we are just cleaning out the cleaning this out here. Cleaning this out really well. Yeah, we're just cleaning it out really well. I don't even know what time it is, everybody. I might have missed Dr. Fashion. She pops in and pops out so quickly. Content coach. If you're in look up a content coach, make sure you toss it. Make sure you go to Creator Live and tell her that Ashley sent you so I can give me another free shirt. Alright. So we didn't really load this one up with Bondo too much. But the spaces we did do, we're just gonna do just kind of clean it out a little bit more. Like so, like so, like so, like so. Alright. Alright, so now, I think that's pretty good. Oh, we didn't get this little thing right here. Again, take your time because this thing is sharp. And then we need to get this here. This still has some supports in it. Yeah. Shout out to Polymaker. Shout out to Creative Life. They've all been teaching me new things. Should hit this a little bit more. This right here. Should have did that at first. I should have checked it and I didn't. This is why I like doing stuff live. You all get to see the mistakes I do right away. And why it takes me so long to get a video out. Because Ashley is too much of a perfectionist sometimes. And then I have to sit it down, go back to it, sit it down, go back to it. So, if I do the live, I don't have to do anything afterwards. I just post it. That's what I like about it. Dr. Fashion was telling me the other day, and she was like, Ashley, you need to go live more. I'm like, I am. She was like, no, you need to get on that camera and start talking. And I was telling her, I was like, I don't have nothing to talk about. My people don't talk to me. She was like, girl, get on that camera. She didn't say it like that, but that's my perception of it. She was like, get on that camera and get to talking. You talk. You know how to talk. You speak English very well. Talk it. So, I'm talking. And let's just say, and I openly admit, if she's still here, people are staying. And I found something I can talk about. So, instead of lo-fi music and 3D printing. So, shout out to her for she's one of the reasons why this is happening. The second reason is I don't want to do the editing and stuff all this. So I'd rather catch you all now and get your attention. I'm not gonna paint that because we're gonna weld that piece together. Which I should have welded together before I did this. Oh well. The welding part, I'll probably not show how I did it, but if you want to see how to weld pieces together, I recommend you to go to Frankly Built. He is a person that I watched on how to do a lot of this stuff here. Not worry about these too much, because again, the face mask is going to cover that. Worry about that because the mask is going to cover that too. Alright, so I think this is dry enough. So what we're going to do, back to sanding. Everybody. So, in this live, I basically showed you the sanding process and my sanding technique of oh, I thought that was hair or it cracked. I'm like, what is that? So sorry. So in this video, I basically showed you the sanding process of going from this type of print, which is a raw print, to adding Bondo to really get to sanding. Again, I love the. I'm not saying this just because they're sponsoring this video or anything, I'm saying this is because I've done other helmets with other manufacturers, and the quality of this and having it sand down so quickly and being smooth so quickly really cut down a lot of my sanding time. I mean, like, after I put the filler on there, I feel like I'm just going to have to sand the filler primer one more time with 320, and then I should be able to spray it right away. But in this video, we went through sanding. We did some Bondo, and we did some sanding. We did some fixing, which I thought I fixed something on here. I think I did. Oh yeah, I fixed this right here. See? I fixed that right there with some Bondo, cam and tail. See, I had to look for it because I forgot where it was at. On this one, it looks like we're going to have to do a couple more layers of it to really get through it and whatnot. But again, this is from support. I should have orientated it a little differently, but that's fine. I did kind of go a little bit over and burn it right there, but I'm going to fix that with some Bondo. And we sanded it down again. We went through and cut out the texture so that it can be like a deep layer. We talked about the safety of this. We talked about the things that you need to wear. Is there any other questions that anybody have for me before I end this live? Post it in the chat. We got about 5 minutes. Another reason why I'm ending this live is I'm sweating. And I need to get out of this coat. And I need to get out of this helmet and stuff like that. So I'm starting to burn up here. But if you got any more questions, let me know. If not, I'll be back tomorrow, probably around 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to do some more pieces. Okay? Sounds like a plan? I'll stay here about 5 more minutes if anybody got any more questions. And I'll just play some lo-fi at the end. And now remember that this video will be live. It'll be available right away. I mean, as soon as it uploads, I'm just gonna hit the live button and stuff. But I'm just here for any questions, any concerns. And also, I ripped my gloves, so I need to go get some more gloves too. Got a lot of cleaning up and vacuuming to do as well. But yeah, that's the end of the live. We're just here for Q&A. Anybody got any Q&A? Ashley needs to clean up. Are you staying for the cleanup? Is my cleanup crew here? Where's my cleanup crew? Okay, I need to take this thing. Woo! Where's my cleanup crew? Dusty. Put that in there. What is it about this song? This is like one of my favorite ones. It's one of my favorite songs. Hey. Alright everyone, I think that's my 5 minutes. No one has any questions? No one has any questions. I'm going to end this live. I'm going to go give me something to eat and prepare for tomorrow's live as well. So, yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I will chat with you later.